Good evening, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Tuesday night evening webcast. All right, let's spend a little time on a few different charts here. We'll start with the daily, and we've been talking about this whole consolidation area in and around the 50-day exponential moving average. Your 9-day exponential is the rising turquoise line. Spent 2 days over the top. They tried to convert it. They lost it today with the slip in and around the 2800 area. They moved it all the way back down to print 1725. We've seen a lot of whippy action in the overnight tonight. They whipped it up to 48 and change. I don't know on what. They brought it back down to 30. Then they took it right back up to 48. And then they've jammed it all the way right back down to the 17s. So your Globex low for Monday was 17.25. Your Globex low currently is 17.25. So you've got a double bottom theoretically. You've got matching lows. That's got to survive the night. It's got to survive the day. It's got a lot of time and a lot of negative news flow hanging over the top of it. But let's get to the hourly chart. Actually, this is the 5. We'll do the hourly first. So hourly chart, we talked about how the hourly middle band has been resistance. Was resistance at 33.25 last night. It was resistance in the 48 area during Monday's regular session. It never got a look today. It was down and it stayed down. So talking about the 17 area, you've got a 17.25 look here and here. You go back, last night we talked about how a break of the 5 and the 9, if the 2803, 2804 area held, it would kind of open up a move to 2740, and then I talked about how I hate targets, and I hate targets. But that the next thing would have been last Monday, the 13th, that low down at 11. So now you've got to look at 11. Back here, you had that open from that Sunday night. That was 17.25. So something about 17.25, you got 17.25 here, you've got it here, and you've got it here. So, bears, here's my Captain Obvious memo to you. You need to convert 17.25. Okay? 17.25. If you can do that, then you get back to the majorly rejected low at 2701 from April the 9th, and then we start to deal with the monthly pivot again, potentially, although that's another 80 handles below. But you see there's not much between here and there as far as any kind of support is concerned. You're going to find air pockets. In a tape that rips like this, you will find air pockets on the way down. But right now, 17.25, deal with it. You got it. The other thing I would say is, it's a little bit due for a bounce, and maybe these multiple looks at 46, 47, 48 are what we're talking about. This is a little steep for me. I said that to my subscribers at the end of the day because we always run through the charts one more time. This is a little steep for me. I wouldn't be surprised to see as hourly mid-band continues to dive here and get involved with price. I wouldn't be surprised if it got a look. If it gets a look, it's got to behave just as well as it did here and here. All right, 5-minute chart. And this is what I've been going on all about all day today, which was volume weighted average price and the fact that it's just been a champ. I mean, it was a champ all day. And, one of the things I tell my folks is, look, when we do setups for whatever day, it's my job to figure out what tool in the toolbox is the tape going to care about today. Well, it cared about hourly midband last night and back at 48, and we sent some charts out about those. Those are posted on the website. But by the time we got to Europe Open, it was VWAP again and again and again and again, all day long. Just for a series of tests that were held. So you can see it really, you can see it go to work there. Let's zoom in a bit and see what we're dealing with right now. So you can see when we got past, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, especially past 1 o'clock, it got very choppy. In a wide range, but choppy. But these two looks at VWAP here, 54 and 52 quarter held up nicely. And if VWAP adjusts a little bit here, you're going to get the fight. This is where, they spiked it up here off the open tonight, and then they jam it down. They spike it back up, and they spike it back down. But this is that 17 quarter. So you have matching lows here and here that are going to have to be dealt with sooner rather than later. What you're seeing now, though, is off this 17, zoom it in one more time. Off the 17, you can see they took it right back to where? VWAP. This little turquoise line is the 5-minute Bollinger Band, or the 20-period simple moving average on a 5-minute chart. So the last 20 of these bars, or candles, I should say. And this is our proprietary moving average. So it all came together there in the 36 area. They were not able to get back through. So if the bears are going to have a night, if they're going to behave, if the bears are going to have a night, they need to continue to make lower lows. If not, then this back and forth, spike, 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 spike. I mean, you can see the spikes. It's nasty. Is going to be the routine for tonight, at least as far as the tape's concerned. We're flat on the night. We're minus 1.5. We had a marker up here at 27.47 that held up nicely on this spike. We were short 46 back here in the regular session. It got stopped out there. So we're just short 46 again. We're taking some profits. We have a runner, and we'll see what happens with it. I'm just going to let it ruminate overnight, which means I'll probably get stopped out. So as we head into the morning and into the next webcast, focus on volume-weighted average price. Focus on this combination of price here. This is going to be your bull bear, and you've got to deal with these spikes up top. Nothing says they can't go put in another spike. Intermediate term, 17 needs to resolve to the downside if the bears are going to be successful, and the bulls have got to figure out 52, 54 to the upside, and this red line right here, which is your hourly midband. If they can figure that out, if they can get beyond, if they can get past the resistance here that we've seen, here and here, if they can overcome that, then you start talking about the 9-day again, which is 27.93, and the 50-day, which is 27.97. That's what you have on the upside. Downside, break 17, you get the roundie. You get 2,700. All right. Have a great night. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Take care. Come check out the room. We will we'll be out with the morning webcast tomorrow and the briefing report. Trade them well, and I'll talk to you then. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princetontrader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade them well.